On May 16th, 2026, India's government made a move that slammed the brakes on silver imports, raising the duties on silver from 6% to 15%. Then it went even further, moving most investment-grade silver imports into a restricted licensing system. The result is simple. Importing silver into India is now significantly more difficult and more expensive. This matters because India is not a minor player in the silver market. India is one of the largest buyers of physical silver in the world and depends on imports for the vast majority of its supply. During the last fiscal year, the country imported a record amount of silver worth roughly $12 billion. That demand has been one of the major pillars supporting the global silver market. So why would India suddenly restrict silver imports? The answer has nothing to do with silver. The Indian government is trying to defend the rupee, reduce pressure on foreign currency reserves, and narrow a growing trade deficit. Silver became a target because massive imports were contributing to capital flowing out of the country. In other words, this is a currency and economic policy decision that just happens to impact the silver market. What's particularly interesting is the timing. India's appetite for silver has been growing rapidly. New investment products, including silver ETFs and mutual funds, have made it easier for institutional and retail investors to gain exposure to the metal. Industrial demand remains strong, and solar manufacturing continues to consume increasing quantities of silver worldwide. Demand wasn't collapsing, demand was accelerating. And that's what makes this development so important. When one of the world's largest buyers suddenly puts restrictions on access to physical metal, the market has to adjust. In the short term, global demand numbers could appear weaker as imports slow. But over the longer term, restrictions can create shortages, higher local premiums, and pent-up demand waiting for the next opportunity to enter the market. The bigger lesson is this. Silver is no longer just an industrial metal or a precious metal. It has become a strategic asset tied to energy policy, currency policy, industrial development, and national economic interests. When government begins changing the rules around the movement of silver, investors should pay attention. Because moves like this don't happen when a commodity is becoming less important. They happen when it is becoming more important. And India just reminded the world exactly how important silver has become.